New real estate agents oftentimes feel like they're facing a massive uphill battle because oftentimes they're a brand new agent with no experience going up against top producers that have endless amounts of experience in their market center, and sometimes they even just moved there. And what I want to do in this video is share with you the 5 things you can do in order to overcome the objection of being a new real estate agent and start to build momentum. To give you some context, I was a brand new agent who just moved to this city that didn't know anybody with no experience. And in my first 4 months back in 2017, I got a $15 million listing and continued to get $1 million listings and climbed the ranks of becoming a top producer for a couple of years just by following these 5 simple principles. So what I want to do is break it down for you and show you exactly how you can start to crush it as a brand new real estate agent. What's up, guys? It's Mike Sherrard. Welcome back to another video. And this is one I'm incredibly passionate about because I constantly feel that agents are doubting themselves, counting themselves out before they get even started because they're young. Maybe they're 20, 18, 22, 24, and they feel like because they're going up against the average age of a realtor, which might be in their 50s, that they're lacking experience. And because they lack that experience, they're not going to be able to get the client. And I'm here to tell you that that's completely wrong. So now what I want to do is dive into these 5 things that you can do in order to build momentum as a new agent and even win listing presentations over agents with more experience. So number 1 is using your age to your advantage. We're in a time now where things have changed and home buyers and sellers are now not so much looking for the agent that can say they've got 20 years of experience, but they're looking for 2 things. Number 1, they're looking for a very enjoyable experience. And oftentimes as new agents, we have the ability to bring that energy and that fire to a transaction in order to make it a bit more exciting than somebody that's done it hundreds of times, and now they're not really cherishing those moments with those clients that they otherwise would have previously. Now, the more important thing is that we bring innovation. We bring a breath of fresh air. And for my city, at least, back when I was a new agent in 2017, there wasn't many agents using social media, and we were in a tough market. So by being young, hungry, and learning new technology, I was able to talk to people about using Facebook ads, using video marketing, using different types of marketing tools that more experienced agents didn't want to take the time to learn. So by being a new agent and using that to your advantage, you can talk about your ability to get in front of thousands more people every single week than traditional agents wouldn't, because you understand modern technology. You have the ability to get excited about being on video and camera just like we are right now and put out content on YouTube to educate buyers, but also to get more exposure on sellers' listings. So the first thing that I wanted to recommend is making sure that you're using your age to your advantage about being young, hungry, and also the willingness to learn new technologies and tools that sometimes older agents aren't really that open to learning. Number 2 is over-delivering on value. Now, I'm not going to say this is the case for every person, but oftentimes what you'll see is that agents that have 5, 10, 15, 20 or more years of experience end up becoming complacent because they're just going through the ranks, servicing their database, nurturing their sphere, and that's how all of their leads come, is just plain and simple referral business, which, don't get me wrong, is an incredible place to be. But oftentimes what happens is because they're now going for volume, it oftentimes starts to take away from some of the effort that they put into those transactions that they did when they were hungry, young, ambitious, trying to build that business. So as a brand new agent looking to build momentum, one of the best things you can do is go truly above and beyond what other agents in your market are willing to do, and not just saying it, because every agent says that they do everything for their clients and they do everything above and beyond to make sure their clients have the best experience, but most aren't doing video, most aren't running ads, most aren't investing into marketing and brochures, and most aren't doing everything it truly does take. So if you're able to explain to a buyer that you don't have a ton of clients because you individually service each one to the fullest capacity, and to a seller that you invest more time, energy, attention, and money into the marketing of that individual property and solely focus on that one versus multiple and trying to spread your efforts across a ton of different opportunities, that is a great opportunity for you to lead with value and over deliver every single time. Number 3, knowledge trumps age. let me give you some context here. There's many agents that will boast about the fact that they've been in the real estate industry for 15, 20 years, or even more. But here's the one thing that not many people take into account. How many years has their business actually been growing? And what you'll see oftentimes is that a lot of these agents maybe doubled their business for the first few years and then plateaued from their 5th year to their 20th year, and they haven't actually grown throughout that journey. And oftentimes they don't keep up with all of the latest stats and the updates because they're just so busy servicing their database. So if you come in as a hungry, new, ambitious agent, and every single week you're studying the market stats, every single week you're learning more about homes, about the different finishings, the different features, the different styles, new developments that are coming up. If you use the time you have where you're not swamped with clients to educate yourself every single day, what you're gonna see is that as a new agent, I almost never got asked when I was 24 years old how old I am or how long I've been in the business, because every single time somebody asked me a question, I could give them an immediate response of exactly what they were looking for. And when you can educate people and make them feel comfortable because you are confident about what you're talking about, the age doesn't matter. What matters is that they are getting the answers to the questions that they want, and you are guiding them through the process step by step and making sure you're going the extra mile every single time. So educating yourself is going to be one of the biggest differentiating factors, where if you can answer stats about certain farm areas or certain communities or upcoming new hot neighborhoods or builders that have new inventory that most won't know about, that ability for you to educate your clients when other agents are just busy servicing all the other people that are warm market referrals, you're going to be able to scoop up many clients that are looking for somebody that's got that extra depth of knowledge that they're looking for. Number 4 is a really interesting one, which is looking the parts. Now, I'm not a very great example right now because as you can see, I'm here with a hat and a t-shirt, but if you scroll back on my Instagram, what you'll see is as a new agent for my first 3 years, every single time I left the house, I was in a suit, or if it was really hot in the summer, I was in nice dress pants, dress shoes, and a polo. And I looked the part, because here's the thing, we can't be ignorant to the fact that as younger agents, we look like younger agents. And if you're especially looking to get into the higher price point or luxury market, if you look young versus somebody that looks the part, maybe 40 years old, 50 years old, they are more inherently likely to work with somebody that looks like they should be selling luxury properties. But you can oftentimes squeeze your way into those conversations if you at least look the part, dress more mature than you are in terms of age, and show up sharp. You want to dress to impress, but you want to dress for the job that you want, and you want to dress to resonate with the clientele that you're looking to attract. So yes, of course, if you're a new agent and you wear younger style clothes and you look really young, then yeah, they might count you out before they even open that conversation because you just don't simply look like you can handle something of this caliber. However, if you dress clean, you take good care of yourself, and you show up with passion, excitement, and confidence, oftentimes what you'll see is that will at least open the door a little bit for the conversation and give you the opportunity that you can have. But it is a really important thing that if you want to get into the upper echelon of properties in your market center, that you look the part so that you don't have to deal with any of those uneducated assumptions that unfortunately everybody's gonna have. And number 5 is a really interesting one, which helped me greatly, which is think about partnering with somebody that does have more experience. Now, I'm not saying go join a team, give 50% away of your commission, but what I did as a brand new agent is that when I got some of these luxury listings, there was an agent that was actually the CEO of my old brokerage. And whenever I would get these opportunities to get luxury listing presentations or luxury buyer consultations, I would actually bring him along with me and we would partner on those properties. And what that allowed me to do is for me to bring that energy, that fire, that drive, and also my marketing skills and the new innovative way of doing real estate, but I could partner with him and he could bring in the top 1%, 15 years of experience type of real estate. And by working together, it was a great opportunity to show the benefit of both sides coming together as one. And what you'll see is that you really need to understand that 50% of some of your transactions is going to net you a lot more than not getting the listing and getting 0% of transactions that you could have otherwise closed if you decided to drop the ego, drop the emotion, and align with people that can complement your strengths but fill in your weaknesses. So if you're looking to build that momentum, see if there's somebody that you can align with where maybe you can bring them into your upper tier properties and they can bring you in to their lower tier deals so that you guys can work together, not on a traditional team, not where you're giving 50% away of everything, but when the time is right and the situation arises, you have the ability to align with somebody that can get you over that hump. So those are the 5 things you can do, again, to build massive momentum as a new agent. It's what I use and it paid off in dividends. And if you have any other questions, just drop a comment below because I do respond to every person that comments on my videos. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.